Hi, hello. Welcome to MBA Solutions. I am Manjunath, working as an assistant professor at VVCE, Mysuru. In this video, let us understand how to do reliability test in SPSS. Before going into the video, let us understand what is reliability test. So reliability test in SPSS we call or we analyze it through Cronbach's alpha. So reliability test is a measure of internal consistency between items, that means between questions in a scale data. So what is this internal consistency? See, the respondents have responded to your questions, and if they have consistently responded, for example, for a positive question and for a positive factor, or the questions under one factor is all positive, whether they have given the same responses to all the questions in the same manner. If that particular factor have a negative question, then whether they have given the same type of response or not. So usually in any scale data, we use positive questions when we try to avoid negative questions, because the negative question where the respondents might not understand it properly and they might give the same response what they used to give for the positive questions. So we will not mix positive and negative worded questions in any data set. So when these particular positive questions and negative questions are mixed, we have to reverse the code for those negative questions in SPSS. So there is an option to reverse the code and we have to reverse the code. So, and this particular reliability test is used for scale data. And the value of Cronbach's alpha should be more than 0.7. When it is more than 0.7, then it is accepted by majority of the social science researchers. So this is about reliability test to check the internal consistency between the items, whether the respondents have responded properly for the factors and the questions that you have asked will be measured or checked under reliability test. And in SPSS, we use Cronbach's alpha as a tool to check whether there is internal consistency between the items or not. This is the data set which we have considered for analyzing or considered for reliability test. See, we have data view and variable view. So data view will give all the details about what and all data that we have gathered, and variable view will give the details on what is the name or factors that we have taken into consideration. Now this data set has age, gender, education, experience. These are all nominal data, and for nominal data we usually don't apply statistics, reliability statistics, and for other scale data we use reliability statistics. If you can see here, work-life balance, which talks about around 5 different factors and each factor having 3 questions. That is job satisfaction, time management, overlapping, then tiredness, and supportive working environment or working conditions. All these have 3 questions. And EM talks about employee morale. Under employee morale, we have leadership, 2 questions under leadership, recovery 3 questions, values 3 questions, communication 3 questions, and employee feeling about organization another 4 questions. And all these are scale data, and overall we have 30 questions in the scale data. Now when we go to analyze and check for scale, and in that we will get reliability analysis. There we are going to operate reliability test for this data. And when we start operating reliability test, see, this is the window that you get when we click on reliability test. Here you can do reliability test for both the variables or all 30 questions. You can do reliability test for different variables. In this case, we have 15 questions each, and we can do reliability test for each factor. In this case, we have 3 questions minimum under each factor. So first, let us see how to do for individual factors. Under work-life balance, we have job satisfaction, and this job satisfaction has 3 questions. That 3 questions I am going to select. How to select? Press 1 and shift down arrow. You get 3. You can select 3 or you can select all. So I have selected 3 questions which belongs to job satisfaction factor, and I will transfer that to the other box. So I'll press on this arrow, it will come to this particular right hand side box, and this box tells that these items will be operated in SPSS based on the instructions given to SPSS. So now check whether in this model here it should be alpha because we are calculating Cronbach's alpha, and after that don't change any settings, press OK. When you press OK, you get a output window of SPSS. Here you can see two tables. The first table talks about the summary of whatever responses we got, that is 100 respondents that they have responded for this particular data set. And reliability statistics, number of items talks about how many number of questions were asked, that is 3, and for that we have Cronbach's alpha, that is 0.822. We will consider or accept Cronbach's alpha or the data set and say there is internal consistency when the value of this Cronbach's alpha should be more than 0.7. Here in this case we have 0.822, so which is greater than 0.7. Hence this data set can be used for further analysis. Like that, you can do it for one particular variable if you want. In this case, we have two variables. One is work-life balance, the other is employee morale. For example, I want to check the internal consistency of all the factors and 15 questions of employee morale. So I have taken all the 15 questions, I have selected, and I'll transfer this to the right hand side box. And when I transfer this to the right hand side box and check alpha is there, and I press OK. Now you can see again two boxes. This talks about 100 respondents who have responded to these questions, and reliability statistics, number of items, that is 15 questions, and Cronbach's alpha value. Cronbach's alpha value is 0.842. It says 0.842 can be considered. That means this data set can be considered for further studies. Hence, since there is an internal consistency. Like that, if you want to check for both the variables and all 30 questions, you can select all the rest 15 questions and you can send it to the right hand side box. And you can see here we have not considered age, gender, education, experience because these are all nominal data. Only scale data we are operating. And check whether alpha is there because there are other options also. So alpha will be checked, clicked, and then press OK. Now you can see the Cronbach's alpha is 0.831, 30 items, that is 30 questions, and 0.831, which is more than 0.7. Hence, we can consider the data set for further analysis. So this is how we check reliability statistics in SPSS. Thank you for watching the video.